Jeffrey Gamer is not responsible for your game files. All mods in this tutorial have been tested and work properly. I strongly advise you back up your files as shown in this video in case you make any mistakes. I advise you watch the full video before installing any mods. Thanks.
What is going on, amazing, beautiful people? Your boy Jeffrey Gamer is back at you with another lspdfr tutorial. And today, guys and gals, we're going to be redoing a video on Grammar Police. Why am I doing this? Because A, we have a lot more new subscribers since the last video, and the old videos get buried away. And B, the last video has Immersive Dispatch kind of mixed in with it. Well, you no longer need Immersive Dispatch. You never needed Immersive Dispatch to be able to use Grammar Police, but they always worked good together. Well, Grammar Police was updated to the point where it's a standalone plugin. It just works great on its own. So I'm going to redo the video because I'm getting a ton of DMs from people saying that the Immersive Dispatch link is no longer working in my video, which it doesn't because it's not available anymore. Nowheres, right? So we're going to redo this video so that folks can see that you do not need Immersive Dispatch and Grammar Police works just fine. So without further ado, let's get into it. First thing you want to do is click the link down below that says Grammar Police. It's going to bring you to this page right here. Big shout out to Opus49, by the way, who is working on some amazing shit right now. He really is. This dude's an absolute legend. I'm going to link his Patreon down below. He's responsible for call out interface, the new police radio, the Prowler radar. This dude just has amazing mods. Go check out his Patreon, join his Patreon for early access to mods, other things, but most importantly, to support somebody who really makes our playing experience so much more fun. So big shout out to Opus49 and Ben H, who also helped out with this mod. Right here, you're going to click download this file and agree and download. And you want the main files right there, the 1.6.0.4. Click download. And it's going to do its thing. We will go into the game. Okay, we will go into the game and check it out. All right, so there's the WinRAR. We're going to minimize our web browser, bring that right here. And now what we want to do is there's going to be a couple of things we want to do. First off, it's going to be your main directory. And then inside Grammar Police, there's a textures file. We're going to install that as well. So double click your Grammar Police folder in the WinRAR and hold tight right there. Now, let's get to our main directory. Okay, for Steam users, you're going to go to your disk drive that your Steam games are installed through. Program files times 86, Steam, Steam apps, and common. Your GTA folder will be right there. Go ahead and double click it. Okay, I'm going to go into mine, which is right here in a different pathway. There we go. So we're on the main directory front page. Make sure your file explorer is open. Don't have it be all tight. You want this little bit of buffer zone right there. Okay, main directory front page. You should see your mods folder, plugins folder, lspdfr folder, all that good stuff. All right, so first thing we want to do over here in the WinRAR, double click this Grand Theft Auto folder right above the textures folder. And you want to install all 4 of these files. If you've already got a Rage Native UI, you can deselect that by holding your control key, right? And drag it and drop it in there. If you're not sure if you have it or not, you can always just highlight it anyways and drag it in. It's not going to hurt nothing. So once you got all the files you need, drag them right here and drop them in. If it asks you to replace anything, just go ahead and click replace because it does replace some audio and stuff like that. Okay, and that is in. Now, here's what we want to do. Before we leave out of our file explorer, here's, folks, this is very important. Go to your plugins folder, double click it, double click lspdfr. Now, right here, you got a folder that says Grammar Police. Double click that. All right, now, right here where this says default, this is the INI. If you double click that, you're going to see that it says do not edit this file, okay? Here's what you want to do. You are simply going to highlight that, highlight it, right click it, and copy. And then right here at the bottom or wherever it's open, just left click, right click, paste. You're going to see a default copy. Rename that. And you're going to rename it custom, just like that. Enter. Okay, rename it custom, all lowercase, and then double click it. Now, once you're in here, you are simply going to put your little cursor just before that right bracket where it says general. Okay, you want it right before that right bracket, and just hold backspace until that general is right at the top, just like that. Okay, now comes the fun part. Now you can change your things here to Lincoln 39 or whatever your call sign is. English US generic, don't change those. Okay, if you do, you just don't change those. This is unless you do use a different language. I honestly can't remember which ones he has. You can go in there and check by clicking this grammar or this audio. I think it's the grammar folder. Enable speech recognition, true. Keep that on true. Now the dispatch key. I changed mine to the 0 key. I like to have mine on the 0 key. And then the interface key, F3 left control, F2 left control. The radio key is C. Again, we're going to go into the game and I'm going to show you all this, okay? Now you've got hotkeys. Okay, the hotkeys are if you're on a traffic stop and if you tell dispatch to Lincoln 39, show me on a traffic stop, Alhambra. But dispatch didn't really hear you because we all know dispatch has selective hearing. If she doesn't hear you, you can simply set this up to you could set this up to like number pad 3 or something like that. You could set it up to whatever you want. Don't forget there is a hotkey modifier key, which is your left control key. Okay, and all of this stuff. Clear, if you want to be clear, back 10.8. You could set this up. Your panic tone, on scene, your scene key. I'm on scene. You're 23. I have all mine set up. If I go into, let me go into this common folder, and I'm going to go into my main one right here. Plugins, lspdfr, and grammar. There's my custom one. So let me show you in comparison. Okay. Oops, wrong one. We want this one. There we go. So let me show you in comparison. You can see my busy key I have set up to number pad 3, clear number pad 4, no key number pad 7, scene key number pad 1, traffic stop key number pad 2, and then number pad 6 for the yes key. So that's how I have mine set up, okay? Now back to the INI, just explaining some of the INI here. The dispatch primary button, dispatch secondary button, interface primary, radio primary. So you can set these to whatever you want as well. The display. I like to show player status. Okay. So I will set that to true. And I also like to show target plate. And I will set that to true. And I'll show you what I mean when we get in the game. And these right here, we can change in the game as well. We don't have to change these right here. I will show you those in the game. Hold to talk. I like to set that to true. That way, when you're talking, you hold in your dispatch key, your radio key, and it won't respond back until you let go of the button. Just like real life. It's super realistic. This is your push to talk radio sounds right here. Okay. So you can change it to 2, you can change it to 1. This can all be changed inside the game too, where you can actually hear it. Attempt to initiate pursuit. You can set that to true if you want. Enable jail waypoint, true. Enable priority tone, you can set that to true. Auto priority tone. Enable traffic stop. All these things, officer check-in. I set mine to 0 because dispatch will check in with you often. Use generic response. I like to set this to true. And I'll tell you why. If I am RPing and I just want immersion, better immersion, I might say, yeah, dispatch, I'm unable to locate the subject. Instead of it saying dispatch didn't understand you or whatever it says, dispatch will kick back and say copy 10-4. Like it just, I don't know, it's just better. Just set that to true. I promise you won't regret it. And then you have panic responses, the traffic control radius, all this stuff, officer backup air, officer backup investigation. So what these mean is if you call in that you're on scene, right? If this was set to true and then you tell dispatch, I'm on scene. If this is set to true, dispatch will say copy on scene is backup required. This right here, taser deployed, dispatch will say is backup required if this is set to true. So set these to true if you want dispatch to offer backup, you know, whether it's air, you're investigating, or you're on scene or taser deployed, right? Pit vehicle, max the surrender rate. So if you pit a vehicle, the pursuit authority enabled. If this is set to true and you initiate a pursuit, dispatch will tell you to wait. And then dispatch will tell you if you are authorized or not to go on pursuit. It's pretty fucking cool. Like, Grammar Police is, like, to me, is the cream of the crop when it comes to plugins, when it comes to lspdfr mods. Our game would be shit without Grammar Police. It really would. And then you have some advanced stuff, disable menu mouse, you know, all this stuff. I don't really know. Use native. I'm not sure. I don't know. I know Opus explained this in his video. Opus also has it. I'm going to put all of Opus's contact information, not contact information, but his YouTube channel. He has Dev Diaries, which is awesome. You definitely want to check that out. But enough with this. If you changed anything in here, just go to File and click Save. All right, then you can exit out of that. Now we got to go back once to this textures right here. We can get out of our File Explorer. Now let's open up our OpenIV. I'm sorry, I'm trailing on with the talking, y'all. I'm sorry. But I really like to explain some of this stuff because these videos are really for the beginners, right? It's not for you novice folks out there who already know how to do this. Okay, so double click this textures folder right here and double click the readme. Read the readmes, y'all. Okay, again, these are provided without support. Don't even ask. He's very clear about that. All right, so here's the pathway you want right here. Actually, it's right here. So we want mods and then times 64. So in your OpenIV, you're going to click, make sure your edit mode is on. You're going to click mods times 64C. If you do not see it over here, it'll be right here. Click it and you'll see this red box pop up. Just click show in mods folder. Okay. So mods times 64C, levels, GTA 5, props, lev des, and then you want the v minigame.rpf right there. Double click that. Bingo. Now we can get rid of the readme. Now you're going to hold your control key and you're going to select these two prop YTD files, drag them right here and drop them in. What this is going to do is it's going to give a prop when you use your radio inside your car. You'll actually see him hold the radio up. It's really cool. And we will go in the game and show you that. All right, we can close out of the WinRAR. We can close out of the OpenIV. And folks, let's jump into the game. Let's check it out. I'll see y'all in there. All right, everybody. So here we are in the game. First thing I want to do is let's bring up the menu for Grammar Police, the in-game menu. You're going to hit left control and F2. Now, yours won't make that sound. Mine is because my ALPR is linked up to my F2. And once you're in here, you have things like display settings. Okay, show all notifications. Yes. Show player status. We have that set to yes. Show target plate. We have that set to yes. You want those. Now, text position X and text position Y. If you look down above, right down at the bottom of my screen, you'll see where it says status out of service. Now, I have Simple HUD installed, but if you have player location installed, Simple HUD installed, you might notice that your status might be overlapping something. If it does, this is where you're going to want to change that. Okay, as you see, as I move this up and down, that status is going to move up and down. You can put that anywhere you want. You can also change the scale of it. You can make it bigger if you want. I might make mine a little bigger. We might go like that. And then what I want to do is I want to raise mine up a little bit. So like right there, right? So once you got that, we can then go down. You got your radio scale. You can make your radio smaller, bigger, however you want. Okay, edit radio position. If you click that, that allows you to just take this and drag it and put it wherever you want it, right? Pretty cool. Opus really came through. So we're gonna click that and go back in. Your PTT settings. This is your hold to talk. Remember I told you hold to talk, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. The show in-car animation, I will show you that in a minute. You can set that to yes or no. The sound. You can hear the sound. So when I push it, those are the sounds it makes. Right? So I have mine set on 2 and 4. So those are the sounds. Let's do 2 and 2. Okay, and we can hit back on that. Immersion settings, enable jail waypoint, priority tone, handle availability, handle death, officer check interval, pursuit check interval, priority tone, use generic response. These are things that we changed in the I&I, but you can always come in here and change them as well. Same thing with backup settings. If you call in air support, investigation, on scene, taser, they will ask you if you want backup. I'll set that to yes, just so I can show you. And then you always want to save it, right? So now it's saved. In-car animation. If I hold my radio button in, to Lincoln 39.
Lincoln 39.
Okay, did you see him hold the radio up? Now, if you watch my status, show me 1041, I'll be 108.
Acknowledge.
Boom,
Lincoln
on
39.
patrol.
Begin patrol.
Now, the show player status and show the plate. I'm going to show you why that's awesome. Right? Let's say... Alright, I got this car pulled over. Now, once this car pulls over... Alright, just stop. Just stop, buddy. Okay, vehicle... Oh, no, he hasn't stopped yet. He's going to... It'll stop in a minute. But let's say he's stopped, right? And you're trying to read that plate. I can't see that plate. Well, the second I hit my push-to-talk button, my 0 button, you're going to see where it says status, it will change to plates. 2 Lincoln 39 traffic. So now I have that plate there.
10-4, copy that. Lincoln
So I'm on a traffic
39.
stop,
Proceed
right?
with caution.
And now, can I get a plate check? 80 Young Sam Zebra 613.
Suspect license plate.
And there you go.
80 Young Sam
It's fucking
Zebra
awesome. It's absolutely great.
613. A traffic
Now,
violation.
let's say taser's deployed. So Lincoln 39 taser deployed. Let's see if she asks if I want backup.
10-4.
There you go. Is
Backup required.
affirmative. Oh, it didn't, because the vehicle didn't fully pull over, so. But she'll ask if you want backup, is backup required, and, you know, that's where you click it. So, folks, my old Grammar Police video, again, it's got immersive dispatch in it. You don't need it. Grammar Police is all you need, folks. It's your one-stop shop for amazing dispatching in LSPDFR. It really fucking is. Like, it's the cat's ass. That status bar down below, again, like I said, whether you have player location display or a simple HUD, you can move that status all around. I highly suggest you make it visible, and you also do the plate reader, the plate display as well. Folks, that is going to do it. That is going to do it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too long. Like I said, I really like to just take my time and explain it to the new folks that really need to be, you know, time spent on it, explaining everything. And I hope it clears up the air when I say there's no longer a need for immersive dispatch. Y'all go check out Opus. Go check out Opus's YouTube channel, his Patreon, his LSPDFR channel, all the mods he does. I'm telling you, the guy's a fucking genius. He's a legend. He's amazing. Go check out Dev Diaries. Everything of his will be linked down below. Until next time, everybody, be safe, be healthy, be positive, follow the rules, and obey the law. Your boy Jeffrey Gamer is out. We'll see you on the next one. Later, y'all.